Hello, hello. Hold on a second. I'm got stuff a little out of whack here today. Let's do that. Okay. I was having tripod issues, so I might be let me back up a little bit, a little short in the screen today because my tripod is lower. It kept going every time I tried to put it into place, it would go just slide right back down. So hello everybody. I am Kristen Fagan and I am here with Softlex Company on the Softlex Company Facebook page and YouTube channel for my series Free Spirit Beading. And I'm live on Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And today I had to figure out what to do. We've been working on a sun catcher for the last 8 weeks and we finished it last week. So if you're curious about that, you can go check it out on the Softlex Company YouTube channel. I even have a playlist I put together of all of the sun catcher videos, so you can catch all of them in order. But yeah, so I had to think about what it was what we were going to do today. Hello, hello. We've got a bunch of new products that I haven't had a chance to look at or share with you because we were so busy doing the sun catcher series. So I'm kind of playing catch up with that. We even have some newer things in stock on the website at softflexcompany.com that I don't even have yet in my stash, but I'll show you all what I've got that's new that I haven't had a chance to play with yet or look at yet. Hi, Anissa. Hi, Gail. Hi, Khalidi. Hello, Amanda. Hi, Zach, Terry, and Susie, Anita, Donna, and Joanne. Oh, happy you're catching me live too. I hope you're all staying cool wherever it is that you are, because it has been hot by me. We are record breaking, over 110, I think, for the most days in a row ever or something like that. And I finally got to the pool multiple times this weekend. It was it's gotten to the point now where halfway through the day, you're just get me in water because I need to cool off and reset my body temperature. So that is what I've been up to. Patsy's tuning in from Overguard, Arizona. Hi, Patty. Hi, Dorothy. So at Softlex Company, we're doing a free strand of check glass beads. I've got a few of them here. They're this beautiful tanzanite denim color discs, and I'll show you them more when we turn down to my table. I must have used them in a project because this is not the full strand. This is my opened strand section that I grabbed these at. So I must have used them in something previously. I'll have to figure out what that was. Terry saying yes, and they are saying this may be our coolest summer ever moving forward. No, I mean, we had a really great May and a really great June. It was cooler for longer than usual, but July came in hot. It came in super duper hot. And yeah, our air conditioning went out in one of our cars, so we got to take that car to the mechanic today. So we've been operating on one car. There's a family of 4 for the last few days because, you really can't drive. I mean, you can physically drive without air conditioning, but you can't in the middle of the day. It's just awful. So hopefully it's not a big deal to fix that. It's one of our older cars, so we'll see. We'll see what the mechanic says today. But let's get started. So yeah, we've got free beads going on. Stay focused, right? The heat has me unfocused. free beads for your order over $45 or more, and that's good for retail and designer orders. And that offer is good until tomorrow, July 18th, 2023, or until supplies last, whichever comes first. And I think we might play with those beads a little bit today. We'll see. One of the things that I know I'm going to take a look at with you guys is the new Colourful Soul wooden pop-outs that we got in. We brought these in a few weeks ago, and at my request, because I really like playing with these things, and I wanted to have some new designs in. So we're going to take a look at some of the things I've done in the past that I have here to share, and then maybe we'll work on one of these together. We also replenished and restocked all of the ultimate paint in the rainbow colors. So that's what we'll be using today too. And it is TGBE week. The Great Bead Extravaganza Midsummer Market is happening this weekend. Exciting, exciting. We've got 10 of our kits left. We're doing, it's called A Very, Very Summer. And we've got 10 of these kits left. You'll find Softlex Company live during the Great Bead Extravaganza weekend at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Saturday, July 22nd. Tune in for the preview party, which is July 21st at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And that's when all of us come together and we each kind of have a few minutes to share what it is we're doing and any specials we might have that are kicking off on Friday. And we're going to have deals all weekend. We will have some giveaways. It'll be Joyce Trowbridge and I for Softlex Company on Saturday. And then if you don't know what it is, go check out the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook page and join us in the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group. It is a wonderful weekend of jewelry making, tutorials, deals, new products, all sorts of good stuff. And we have a special guest this time, which is Jennifer Perkins. You're gonna love her. You're gonna love her. She's gonna be so much fun. I think she is on Sunday. Sarah and I met her at Craftcation back in April and asked her if she would join us. And I think you're really gonna enjoy what she brings, and the energy and the colors and the kitsch. So if you like things that are kitschy and a little fun and a little wild, yeah, she's gonna be great. Let's see. Gail says, I know what you're dealing with because I went across the southern route back to in the 60s when it was 120 degrees riding in a car with no AC. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's not the first time we've had no AC. I think my husband had a car a couple of years back where he didn't have any AC and he made it through the summer, but it's not pleasant. And this car is my oldest teenager's car, and he goes to work at like 3 or 4 o'clock. And so he'd always be riding like right smack in the hottest part of the day. So I've been driving him to work the last couple of days. But we're going on vacation, and so we won't have to worry about that pretty soon. Speaking of, this will be the last Monday video with me for a couple of weeks. I've got the Great Bead Extravaganza this weekend, but next Monday I will be off. And then I'm headed out of town on Tuesday for a week with my family. And then I'm going to Bead Fest with Sarah in Pennsylvania. So I won't be around here, but I'll be at Bead Fest. So be sure to let us know. Give us a holler in the VIB group if you're going. I think Sarah was thinking about putting up a post to see if there's anybody that wants to meet up with us while we're there. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then I'll have that Monday off when I get back because I would have been gone for work for a whole week. So it'll be a few Mondays before you see me again. It'll be into August for sure. Marisol says, I'm going to Bead Fest Mesa. Yeah, I'll probably pop in over there as well. So we'll have to chat, Marisol. Since that's right here in my neighborhood, I will have to, I think that's October. right? So we're going to be going to Pennsylvania in the beginning of August. So, and Monday is Dorothy's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Lydia, you're so lucky to not be here. Lydia did live in the Valley of the Sun, but she has since moved and is probably enjoying much nicer summer. Much nicer summer. All right, let's take a look at what I got down on my table here. So let's look at some of these new beads. I think Anissa was saying that she was wondering how much these were. Damien, if you could share the link to these. I don't know how much they are off the top of my head. So you'll have to take a look on the website. We have these cute little donuts. This is the Dalmatian Jasper, and this one is the Moss Agate. It is darker in person. Moss Agate is like a dark green. So just be aware that you're going to get like a dark, kind of olivey emerald color way. I think on the website, the color's a little overexposed. And so it looks a bit more on the blue or green side, green-blue side. But they really are. It's called Moss Agate. So it's very mossy and a dark green, kind of on that olive tone. So we've got those beauties. Lydia says, I know, right? Yes, a lot cooler here in Indiana, but can't beat your winters. I know. That's it. You know, we've got a great winter. It's really wonderful that time of year. So we just have to grin and bear our summers. And then other places are the opposite of us, right? We have these beautiful drops. These are a decent sized drop. Not a teeny tiny drop. So these have a little drama and excitement. They'd be great. It'd be great in a lot of things. Let's see what it looks like in a bracelet. So gorgeous purple, which purple is sometimes tough to get in check glass. We found, and this is like a really lovely, I want to call it maybe a little bit of a smoky purple, but not as dark as maybe it's coming across. Got this beautiful blue, kind of a denim-y blue, and then a aqua color, black, which is very dramatic, really, really lovely. And they all have a little bit of this metallic finishing on the ends. And then this is the garnet. Super pretty, very rich, lovely, deep red. So you can buy these all individually, or we have bundles. You can get them as a bundle where you get all of the colors, and you'll get 30% off of the lot. So those are new. We've got these, our best beads, which we thought were just so fun and pretty. I really like this, the etching on these and the colors. They have those jewel tone colors, which are lovely. So we got a turquoise, and I don't know what we're calling this one. I don't know if we're calling it an aqua blue or not, but probably an aqua. This one is a little more of a magenta. This is the copper, and then we've got a black. Very, very pretty. Same thing with these. You can buy them individually, or you can get them as a bundle and get 30% off the entire lot of beads. So those are new. Oh, and we have a giveaway today. I almost forgot. So we're going to do a giveaway today too while we're in the video. You'll have to be here at the end to win though. So we've got this beautiful strand, which is the Moroccan Bazaar bead strand, and this coordinates with our Moroccan Bazaar kit. It's not included in the kit. It's an extra add-on. This is a bead strand done by our friends over at Jesse James Beads. They make it exclusively for us here at Softlex Company. Really lovely, rich colors. These are some of my favorites. Super pretty. And then we've got the very berry stuff. So, oh, and I also have a Moroccan Bazaar kit that we're going to open up at the end of July. So Sarah's going to open this up. I think that's on the 26th of July is when she'll open up and make something with the Moroccan Bazaar kit. We have about 30%, 25 or 30% of these kits left. And then we've got the very berry stuff. And this is the giveaway we're going to be doing today. So let me go and grab that information. I don't think I entered it in here. I entered it into the giveaway, but I don't think I entered it in. Here we go. Excuse my arm for a second. And back to me. I might have to enlist Damien for you to do these for me because I'm trying to spell things correctly. Okay, there we go. We're going to do a Very Berry giveaway since we've only got 10 of the Very Berry kits left, and this is what we'll be using in the Great Bead Extravaganza. I thought, well, let's do a little Very Berry giveaway on the video. So we've got, we're going to give away the 2 beads. So you'll get a bead strand and you'll get a bead mix. You have to be here at the end to win. And you'll have just a few minutes to let me know you're here. If I end up drawing another name, then you're gonna miss out. So be sure to be on your toes at the end of the video to let me know if you're here for the giveaway. And another note, if you got the kit, there is a coupon in the kit, and it's there was a misspelling in it. However, I fixed what it says on the kit sheet for the coupon code is correct. The misspelling was on our end, so it wasn't like showing up for you. I have since fixed it. So if you did try and use that coupon and had any trouble, it's now working. If you haven't used that coupon, go take a look at your kit and use it on your next order. So here's the Very Berry strand. This is not included in the kit. This is something extra that we bring in to coordinate, again, from our friends over at Jesse James Beads. They've got the mix here and the strand that you can add on with your order. Whew, that was a mouthful. And now for our Colourful Soul Extravaganza. I'm excited about these. I think Terry said she is here for the painting. So I've got all of these colors of Ultimate Paint. These are all on the website at softluxcompany.com. This is the rainbow colorway. So you can bundle these as well. If you want all of the colors, you can, I don't remember what our percentage was, but you get a little bit off if you get the whole bundle, or you can buy these individually based on which color you'd like to have. And same thing for the panels. You can buy them individually, or you can buy the bundle. It's like bundle mania today. And these are the new series that we brought in. This one is called Fern Garden. These are made of birch wood, and they just have a little sticker on the back. They pop out. This one is called Save the Bees. And all of these little pieces are jewelry making components that you can use in your designs as charms, as links, as pendants. And this last one, I believe we called this one Graceful Bloom is what this one is. So this one has all of these pretty little flowers in frames, as well as this lovely lady and a really nice size flowery pendant in the center. Marisol says, love the ultimate paints. Splash that color. And Khalidi says, hey, Kristen, is the ultimate paint what you also used on metal? Yes. Yeah, so these are formatted for, I think they say it right on here. Yeah, they adhere permanently to wood, metal, leather, resin, and more. It cleans up with water. You just have to shake the bottle really well before you apply. You don't have to add anything extra. You don't have to add a glaze or a sealant to it. You always can if you want to. And I know that they sell a glaze that you can water down the color a little bit if you wanted to, but that is not something that is necessary. I just have a little bit of parchment paper here, or wax paper, that I'm going to put down on my surface. And I'm going to show you some of these pieces that I've made in the past. That's a very good point, Terry. Very similar to acrylic paint. Acrylic paint does not come off your clothing. So it does adhere. So once it dries, like, you can wipe stuff while it's wet, but once it's dry, it is going to stick to things. And like, I use a little palette like this, something that's plastic, or if you want to put down something like parchment paper or wax paper, that will protect your surface. Terry says, the red looks like blood on a shirt even after 5 or 6 washings. Yeah, I would. Yeah, so be careful of your clothing. It's not going to wash up your clothing. I would treat it like you would like working with acrylic paint. I think it would be kind of similar. Whereas acrylic paint, once it's on your clothes, it's on your clothes. I haven't had any trouble with the splatter when I uncap it. I don't know. I don't know. I've just been uncapping it. It doesn't seem to splatter on me. You might just want to have it ready to be right here and like uncap it when you're about to drop it. That would be my only tip, is to have it pointed down. Marisol is asking, I wonder if you could put drops of the ultimate paints in resin. Not a lot, just a little. And it looks like Terry says that you can. I know, with just a bit of it in the UV resin. And Marisol says, make sure you rinse your brushes after too. I like the silicone brushes. So you just wipe them. You just wipe them clean. I found them in the pottery section at the hobby store. And I just wipe them right off with a paper towel while my paint is wet. Just wipe it right off. And then I don't even have water here at my table. Khalidi says, sound like you can also purposefully paint on your clothes. Yeah, I did that with some craft paint on a jumper recently. When I went to Craftcation, they were having an art party, and I decided, I had like a black jumpsuit, and I just like splattered paint all over it. I wonder if these would turn out more like fabric dye versus like sitting on top like the acrylic does. I don't know. Yes, Zach, it is the earrings I have on. So I'll show you these. So I made these from the Colourful Soul collection. and did a little like ombre from this pink to yellow with these minty green leaves, and attached it just with a jump ring. And then I made my own ear wire because they do have a pretty thick component. So I used Softlex craft wire to make my own ear wire so that I can get that loop big enough. You can also add some jump rings. Here is a pendant that I painted, and I wanted to show you, it's kind of interesting to see like when you put little globs of paint and just kind of dab it on and let it sit there and dry, it's going to give a little bit of that enamel, like glossy look. See how those little pink parts in the petal are showing up? And then if you just rub it on lightly, this is yellow up here, and don't put a big glob on there, then it kind of is more of a matte look and stains the wood. So a little bit different depending on how you apply it and how much you apply it. I also made these sweet little rainbow heart earrings, little hoops with all of the colors on the heart, and then some white Softlex beading wire. And I was playing around with this one. I tried to do that tie-dye effect. Here, I'll show you. So I tried to do a tie-dye effect. I don't seem to do a very good job of it. Didn't really work out too well here. But on this one was the same as this. And then I came back with the yellow on this little sun, and I'm kind of working on it on top of that dark background. And it's starting to come together. I haven't done the bottom part yet, but you'll see how having that really kind of dark background on it and then coming back with the really bright yellow, it's popping because you're getting a little bit of the dark behind it. So if you ever use these and you make a mess, kind of like I did here, hooray! Because now you can just play and experiment and not worry about messing it up because you've already done that. So now you can just see, okay, well, what do I do on top of it to kind of bring it back to a prettier place. And if you made something too dark, coming back with some lighter tones, brighter, lighter colors will pop. And if you made something too light, where it just didn't really take a lot of color, adding dark. So just work on the contrast. Yeah, Khalidi says creative opportunity. Exactly. Terry is adding that you can dilute the pigments with water to make it more stain-like. And Marisol also has some silicone brushes too, for some for the paint and some for the resin. But if you don't have them, be sure to rinse, because you can use regular brushes too. But if you, I mean, that's good practice with any paint. You want to make sure to rinse. If you don't rinse, you're going to ruin your brushes because your paint is going to stay there. So happy accidents rather than mistakes, right? Exactly, Lydia. So here's a couple I was working on right before the video just to kind of warm up a little bit since I haven't done them in a while. So I tried to do another tie-dye one here. And again, I just don't feel like I do a great job of that technique. But I will use that as a base and add some stuff on top of it. I'm not sure where they're going to go yet. These little hexagons kind of came out better. I don't know if that's a hexagon. I don't know if it's enough spots, but then this one got a little bit darker. And these I was playing with. I did a little ombre on those. I mixed my own little purple color here out of the blue and the amethyst and made this one there. And then I also played around with one of the leaf. So this was a set that we had previously. This one too. These are no longer for sale. We've sold out of these. They were, you know, a limited time, but I was using them to warm up so that I can play with this. I think I'm going to use this fern garden one today. And these are the beads that we're giving away for free. So it's a strand of these. Like I said, I use these in a project, so I don't have a full strand here anymore. But I was thinking about adding them maybe with this component here. I don't know. With something. So I'm going to kind of think about this color while I'm painting. So we've got a nice pretty blue and then all of our rainbow colors here. And I can take, let's see, do we want, I can use maybe that dark blue as a color and then use something else in the center, or I can do a blue flower in the center here and use something else around it, which that might be fun because then you'll have blue and blue. Maybe I'll do that. So what color do I want to do around it? I really like orange and blue, but I don't know if I want to do straight orange. I might want to do more of a, try and make a little bit deeper of an orange. So I can grab some orange. I'm just going to pop it up on my palette here so that I have a space to mix. And what if I combined a little blue with it? It's probably going to make it makes like a beautiful deep green. Oh, I like that. Now if I add a little bit of yellow. That's pretty. I also want to try doing, so now I'm going to wipe this off. So I'm just going to wipe that off on my paper towel. Let's see, what if I do some orange and a little bit of red over here. The red kind of took over. I might add a little bit of purple. I like that. So now I've got a little bit of a terracotta color. So I did the red, the orange, and just a little wee bit of the purple. That's pretty. And then what if I do a little more purple? I'm trying to get like a reddish brown was what I was thinking. All right, let's try that. And then I'm going to just add it to the frame. Oh, it kind of comes out like, it's kind of looking very cranberry-ish with that purple in there. I feel like you're seeing that purple more on the wood than in the actual color on my palette. And if you want to, I'm going to just wipe it so that it gives it a little more of a stained effect. They dry pretty quickly, so I would suggest not putting too much out at once. You don't need a lot to work with, so I'd probably dip out a few drops of each color that you want to work with, and you can always add more to your palette. This brush has a nice little point too, so it's can get in those tight areas. I like that color. I think I'll use that color. Maybe I'll use it up here too. So you can dilute it with water to make it look a little more stain-like. You can put it on and then wipe it with a paper towel, like I just did. And then if you want it to be more enamel-like, then you would kind of layer it on. Let's see if I can grab some here and just move it around in a thicker way. What's nice about this pointed brush is I can use the flat side for the bigger areas and then twist the brush to use the pointy side to get into those little tiny areas. I think I'll just pick up some orange too for this one and mix it together. Since I ran a little bit out of the color I made, maybe I'll just fill in with some orange. It's kind of got a little sunsetty vibe. Isn't that a pretty berry color? Yeah, it's, you know what? It's more like a raspberry, I think. I think it's more raspberry, between a raspberry and a cranberry. Cranberry might be a little bit darker. I have berries on the brain. Will it look pretty with this strand? Oh yeah, this has got the blues too. It's got like the pinks and the raspberries and the blueberries. That's one of those things where it was like the inspiration seeped in without me realizing it. And I'm going to blot a little bit here to make it a little more stain-like. So I'm going to come back to this one now that this is probably very dry and let that kind of sit for a second. And I want to do some blue because if I add one of these little blue beads, I want to bring some blue in there, but do I want just straight blue, or do I want more of like a purpley blue? Probably more of a straight blue with those beads, but how pretty is that purpley blue? Oh, I don't think it's picking up this is kind of like the purpley blue, how it looks on the wood. Maybe we'll do the other one of that so you can see it, because I don't think that when it's wet, it's not picking up like the variation as much. Between each color, I just wipe off my brush. If you're using a regular brush, you'll just want to wash it a little bit. I think that'll look cute. Okay, let's look at this purpley blue because it's so pretty. I'll show you on here and maybe it'll come up a little bit better. Maybe I need a little more of the purple, which the purple is called Amethyst. It's these two that I'm putting together right now. So they've got the lapis and the amethyst. These are like lavender lemonade, these colors. So who's excited for the Great Bead Extravaganza this weekend? Do you like block out your weekend? Are there some shows you're going to make sure you watch and then other ones you might just check out on the replay? How are you planning out your time? I think I saw that Abby at the Bead Place just launched her kits. Our friend Nile has a sale going on his kits. I got in my email today, or yeah, I think that was today. Joanne says, lavender lemonade sounds wonderful. It's so yummy. You can see we'll see what happens when this dries, but you can see I mixed them at 2 different times. This one's a little bluer than this original one was. Might have to come back and add a little more purple. I have some lavender Torini syrup that I've got for making like Italian sodas, but you can also just have a squeeze of lemon, a little bit of the lavender syrup, and it's like a lavender lemonade. It's so yummy. Lauren says, I like to think of these messes as wonderful oops that allows for creative possibilities. Yes, for sure. So it's a good practice if you're mixing up a fresh color to do both components at the same time. so that, you know, you've got the same color each time, unless you don't want that. Unless you don't want the same color, that's okay too. Susie, I like the ideas and learning which ones to mix for even more colors. Yes, that's what I thought when I came on here today. I said that's the nice thing about rainbow colors is that they're all really mixable with one another. And then you can kind of come up with some of your own colors. You don't have to use it straight from the bottle. I'll show you how to make the brown that I did in the center, because I did this little brown in the center too, if I remember which colors they were. I think they were, I think it was orange and purple that I did for that brown. Terry says, oh, using the syrups in lemonade. Clever. We use them with SodaStream. Yeah, we just got a SodaStream. We just got one during this week, Amazon Prime days, because we like a lot of sparkling water. Why am I grabbing purple? What did I, oh yeah, I said orange and purple for the brown. Orange and purple. So that's like a reddish brown. Let me add a little more purple and see if I get it a little more browny brown. Kind of like a mauve color. What am I missing? Should I try a little blue? There we go. A little orange, a little purple, and a little blue. And then I'll probably put this on here on this side too, just so they are closer in color. Pauline says she's going to watch TGBE off and on, had fun with the lavender lemonade kit, and her daughter turns 40. Ouch. That's always a big one. That's exciting. Happy birthday to your daughter. It's nice that they're all available for replay. So if you miss anybody, you can always come back to the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook page and watch the replay. Oh, good plan, Dana. Really looking forward to TGBE getting housework done beforehand so I won't feel any guilt. Tony will sure be watching. Lydia will be watching the replay on Saturday. She's got a family reunion. Oh, that's so nice. Or is it where you are in Indiana, or is it somewhere else? Oh, I like that idea. Flo says I do lavender lemonade with some Tito's in there. That's exciting. All right, let's pop this one out and see what it looks like. So then you'll just pop these out like this. could always leave that one there if I want to. And now I've got these little components to play with. So I could put these little blue as the drops here that way, or I can hang them this way for the ear wires and then just make a little dangle drop in that direction. Or we can do one of each and have a little asymmetrical, one going one way, one going the other way. I have some fun. Are these closed? Oh, these are closed. Let's see what I got. I've got these that are open. Jump rings. Maybe. And I've got just plain silver ones too. I also have some of this gunmetal color, which is an outlet wire that we've got on sale right now. Let's see if I've got 20. I do. I have 20 gauge. So I could make my own ear wire. It's the bead's a bit too big to get inside the frame. A little bit big. Yeah, maybe I'll use this gunmetal color. I like how this has got a little bit of a like rustic look to it. It kind of dried more like a terracotta color. And I think this gunmetal might be fun as the ear wire and drop. I like dark colors. So this one's 22 gauge. Colady says, love gunmetal. Yeah, this one's in our outlet, I think because it's got a little bit of, I don't know, like maybe a greeny tone. Very, very slight though. You can see it on the spool, but I don't think you're really going to notice like on the piece itself. Like gunmetal usually has more gray undertones. This feels like it's got like a warmer undertone. So I have a feeling that's why it ended up in outlet. The color was just off a little bit. But I don't mind off colors. They're kind of interesting, aren't they? So let's cut some 2 pieces. I probably don't even need it that big. Cut that one piece into 2 and make a little head pin. Pauline is saying, I'm drawing a blank. What's the shiny color you can add to the wood that would bring the color out? Do you mean like a sealant, like adding a seal on it? Or a glaze, a gloss? So I'm just going to make a little couple of coils around my round nose plier, and then I bent my wire up. And now I'm going to take that and fold it down and through. And to really pull it towards the end here, I'm going to hold it my nylon jaw pliers and just really pull that through. Yeah, you can add a little gloss. We don't sell any of the glaze or the gloss at Softflex Company, but you can add any kind of wood sealant to it. And now you're going to need a decent size ring or loop to go in here. Let's see. I'll grab my favorite multi-mandrel tool and take a look at which one I think. Maybe this one would be good to really have a nice loop. And where do I want to put it? Maybe down the bottom? All right, that made it on there. I'm going to grab a hold of my loop with my chain nose pliers and then wrap around. And I'll just pull it around with my finger. It's nice and soft, 22 gauge, and it'll give me a nice messy wrap, which I like. Oh, Dorothy's saying maybe a little glitter and some gloss. That would be nice. I'm more of an rustic, earthy kind of vibe. But that's what's fun about these kind of things is you can do whatever is your vibe. Even with my paintings, my acrylic paintings, I have a hard time adding gloss. I have a hard time adding a gloss sealant. I go back and forth between adding sealant at all, adding matte, like what do I want to do? I like kind of that rustic look. Let's see, how much do I want to trim off? So this one is 20 gauge, and I'm just going to make sure that they're both flush on each side. And I'm going to go ahead and use that same one again for the loop that's going to connect. So that's like the 1, 2, 3, the fourth largest size. So I've got a nice loop here. And then I'm going to place, let's see if I can hold this the right way. So you see I've got my loop coming around on this side. Why is it blurry? There we go. It's coming around that way. And now I'm going to wrap it around the largest loop here. And that is going to get me a little earring finding, and I could decide where I want to cut it off with my flush side towards the finding. And then I'm going to go ahead and create a little divot. And I want to file this little piece off either with a metal file or a burr cup, which I can never find my burr cup when I need it because it's just like the awl. I don't know where the awl is either. Those straight tools, they don't really fit in my tool thing. But you do want to be sure to work hard in this. So I'm going to go ahead and use my wire whacker. Muted you for a second so you didn't have to hear me slam that. But I like to slam it a few times on each side. And now you've got a sweet earring. Isn't that a pretty blue? It's like, I don't know if it's denim or tanzanite or kind of light blue. It depends on the lighting, how it shows up. I feel like this looks like, I don't know, like it would be like the Pioneer Woman or something. Like, I'm thinking of her kitchen stuff. And then it would kind of go along with that. Should I do this the other direction or do it the same? And I was thinking you could even add a little dot of like color if you wanted to add some more thing up there. But I do feel like I like it just as it is. Pauline says you're right, right? It's got Pioneer Woman vibes. Let's create another head pin. You guys let me know if I should do opposite or the same. Yes, they would be great with denim for sure. It's got that like easy breezy kind of rustic denim look. Sherry says same. Yeah, I'm thinking the same too. Maybe because it's got like enough decoration on it. Oh, Hope says opposite. Anita says same. Lydia says same. Bridget says opposite. So it looks like we've got, oh, Gail, and I see more sames than I do opposite. Joanne. I think with the motif, it does kind of feel like traditional a little more, right? So the same, oh, I bent my wire. Same, same, same. All right, we will go for the same. So I'm using that 4th mandrel, 4th in size, to create a nice loop. I don't think you can get away with too much smaller because it really won't lay right. You want it to be able to dangle nicely. You could go larger if you wanted to have a larger loop. All right, and then lastly, we'll just make another gunmetal ear wire. So the nice thing about Softlex craft wire is it's got a copper core, then it is colored, and then it has an enamel coating on it. So it is really good for sensitive ears. The only place where you have like the metal actually touching would be right where the trim mark is, where you'd actually see just a little bit of copper right there. But otherwise, there's no metal. Like all of this is sealed, so it won't be touching your skin at all. My sister has very sensitive ears, and I have gone through some of her jewelry and just changed out the ear wires to be with craft wire so that she can wear them and enjoy them. And it is nice to trim both of them at the same time so that you, now that I've already put it on here, so that you make your ear wires the same length. But that's okay. I got close enough, I'm sure. Alrighty. So I see a few more very berries coming in, and I'm going to choose a winner in just a moment. So if you have not entered yet, go ahead and enter your hashtag very berry to win one of the very berry strands and mixes in celebration of our great bead extravaganza this weekend. All set. Oh, these came out so cute. I really love working with these little wooden components. I mean, you guys know I love to paint already, so it's fun to be able to combine my love of painting with jewelry. And then it's also really fun to just be able to customize what you're working on. I'm gonna pop these out. I wanna see what they look like. Oh, I wasn't expecting that one of them was going to be open. How interesting. I thought that they were both closed. That's so funny. How cute. I love that. I know that's a little bit of a tease because that's an older design, but you might still have them in your stash because I know we love to buy new things. We don't always pull them out and make with them. So if you have these in your stash, here's inspiration for you. And these are from this one here, which is called, what did I say, Fern Garden. So that's one that you can get currently is the Fern Garden, the Graceful Bloom, and Save the Bees, which have these adorable little bee dangles on the bottom, this cute little bee here component, and then these sweet little daisy flowers. And I really love this pendant on that one. Oh, I have used these. I've used these as like stencils in paintings. So I would hold on to this. If you like to do mixed media art, if you like to work in your art, like a sketchbook or a journal, or if you like to paint and you want to use them as like little shape stencils, that's what I keep them around for. All right, let's go ahead and share this giveaway screen and see. See what we've got here. We've got 49 entries so far. Exciting. 50. There's 60 of you watching, so maybe you haven't if you haven't entered yet, go ahead and enter very berry. Hashtag very berry. You only have to enter once because the system will take out any duplicates. Dorothy says, I've only been beading since May and I've learned so much. Now I discovered another way to make jewelry. I'm loving this life. Oh, that is so awesome to hear. It's great to be creative and within a creative community like this where we get to share ideas and share what we're working on and just always have new things to inspire us. So thanks for being here, Dorothy. I'm so glad you're making jewelry with us. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna choose a winner. You gotta be here and you've gotta tell me you're here. I don't think it's case sensitive, Khalidi. I don't think it is. You have to be here. You have to tell me you're here. And if I end up choosing another person, you have lost your chance. So I just want to make sure you know that. Let's see. Who's it going to be? Stacy Seattle on YouTube. Are you still here, Stacy? Holler, holler. Congratulations. Congratulations. I don't know how long of a delay there is. So, hi, Dawn. Dawn says, hi from Dawn. I'm always your biggest fan. Dawn's one of my my besties and an artist friend. We do lots of creative things together. Stacy's here. Hooray. Hooray. Congratulations, Stacy. Please send us an email at info, I-N-F-O, at softlexcompany.com, just so that we can get your information and send out your prize. And you will be receiving a very berry strand and a very berry bead mix. Yay! Let me go back here. I can't believe it's Great Bead Extravaganza week again. I'm like so not prepared and so excited to create with you all. After this video today, I'm not moving from this table because I have to open up my kit and I have to figure out what I'm going to share with you guys on Saturday. So I look forward to seeing all of you this weekend. And we'll be live, Joyce and I, on Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time for Softlex Company. Join us all weekend long. I think it kicks off at 8 a.m. I think it's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time, Saturday and Sunday. Lots and lots of wonderful things to see, everything available to watch on replay in the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group and the page. Was that strawberries? It is. This is called the Very Berry Summer Kit. And so there are strawberries on it. Super cute. I'm excited. All right, everybody. I'll see you this weekend. And then I will not see you here for a Free Spirit Beading Monday for quite a bit of time. I think about 3 weeks or so. I will not be here, because I'll be on a family vacation and then I'll be at Bead Fest in Pennsylvania. And then I don't know when I get back. I might have that Monday off and then I'll be back. So I will miss you, but I look forward to seeing you all this weekend. Catch Sarah on Wednesday for another beading party. I think she's got our friend Cassandra Spicer from Beads to Live By with her at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then we'll have the preview night on Friday, and then Great Bead Extravaganza weekend. Love you guys. Happy creating. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for all the happy vacay time off. I know it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna really enjoy a little vacation with the family on the East Coast. So I'll see you guys all soon. Bye.